Every immersive film set I have ever shot on has the same problem. The monitor showed 2 fisheye circles. The camera touchscreen showed 2 fisheye circles. And the one person who need to see the shot in Immersive 180, the director, is also looking at 2 fisheye circles. So you block the scene, you guess, and you find out tomorrow in Vision Pro when the dailies come back, if DRT ever finish overnight. Blackmagic has said the direct streaming from the URSA Cine Immersive into Vision Pro is coming in the future firmware. Canon never promised a live immersive preview at all, but you do not have to wait for either of them because the tool is already exists and it is free. Your URSA Cine Immersive or your Canon R5C dual fisheye lens live inside an Apple Vision Pro in true 3D 180. It runs inside Spatial Film. The feature is called Live Camera. It is included in the free app and there's no subscription for any of this. I built this for myself first. I was the one looking at those fisheye circles, shoot after shoot, guessing what the audience are going to feel. I am a camera operator before I am anything else, so I only build what I actually need on set. And whatever I build to fix my own problem, I give it away. We are immersive broadcast professionals. We have worked on some of the biggest sports events and concerts in the world. And the pipeline I'm going to show you builds on that experience and on a production-ready app. We route the 12G SDI output from the back of the camera into the Blackmagic 12G to HDI converter. The converter output 4K HDMI into a video capture card like the Matriel right here. Or you can route your 12G SDI straight into a Blackmagic Link 8K card sitting in a PCIe slot. Then we broadcast as NDI using the free OBS software. Or we can use an hardware NDI sender to remove the computer and the OBS completely for a cleaner setup. Then Spatial Film pick the NDI signal up on the Vision Pro. It remap that fisheye image through your lens STMap on the headset GPU. Run it through a color LUT if you are shooting on a log, and project it as true 3D 180 around your head. Left eye, right eye, remap separately with correct 3D. For the URSA Cine Immersive, I built the STMap myself from the camera's ILPD lens calibration. That is the same immersive lens profile data that Apple's own pilot used to reproject every single pixel. Which means what you frame on set is what lands in the final delivery. Not close to it, the same. We do not just stop there though. We are DPs and camera operators, not developers trying to make a quick buck off you. So we build the feature we know an immersive DP is going to need. If you are on the URSA Cine Immersive, the app also talks to the camera over a 10 gig Ethernet port or the 100 gig port on a 100 gig model and flow your camera information right in front of you. Record tally and timecode, ISO, shutter angle, aperture, white balance, ND, and even battery voltage. You can be standing inside the shot and still know the camera is rolling. And that is very important. So, what do you actually need to use Spatial Film live camera? Well, your camera, obviously. That is the URSA Cine Immersive or the Canon R5C or R5 Mark II with the dual fisheye lens or the Red V Raptor VR rigs. Then, something that speaks NDI. The simplest version is a laptop with a capture card running the free OBS Studio with the NDI output turned on. I use my PC laptop here because my Mac Studio is dedicated for on-set DRT and media offload. The beauty of this setup is not locked down on a Mac only. By the way, a hardware NDI encoder also works and it saves you the laptop. We already make an in-depth setup tutorial right here for MetaQuest, and it is the exact same hardware and the exact same logic. Lastly, a dedicated router for the film set is recommended. Do not find the production office Wi-Fi. I'm serious about this one. You do not want to piss off your producer. They pay your bill. And an Apple Vision Pro, of course, running Vision OS 26 or later with Spatial Film installed. Now, the single most important rule in the entire video, if you ignore everything out, do not ignore this one. Wire the NDI sender to a router with a physical Ethernet cable. A full quality 4K NDI feed wants serious static bandwidth. If your sender and your headset are both on a Wi-Fi, They are fighting on the same air, and your feet will starve. Sender should be on a cable, Vision Pro should be on a 5 gig or 6 gigahertz network, close to the router if possible, and that is the whole receipt for a rock solid image. The Vision Pro stay completely wireless. No tether, no cable trip over, nobody stuck on a video village. Your director and your client walk around on set with the shot wrapped around them. The best seat in the house finally move with the person who really need it. And the director never need to take the headset off anymore. One tap drop you into Vision Pro passthrough, which is by far the best passthrough on any headset. And the real set is right in front of you. Give the node to your DP, talk to your talent, then one tap back into the 4K camera view. Directors direct. Now they can do it without pulling a headset on and off 40 times a day. If you shoot on a Canon R5C or R5 Mark II with the dual fisheye lens, in live camera, we have a dedicated Canon EOS VR tab. Import the Canon STMap once. Mine is on my Patreon, or you can build your own. Tap import STMap, pick the EXR file, done. The app will remember it per camera tab, so you never need to do it twice. If you're shooting Canon log, open the color LUT selection and tap Canon log 3 or Canon log 2 if you are using the R5 Mark II. Both conversions ship inside the app. The grade applies live on the flat preview and inside the immersive view. If your feed is already EcoRed 180 and some encoder like Red Connect on a V-Raptor will actually handle that, then you do not need an STMap at all. Leave it on none and the projection is already correct. One more thing, if the app cannot find your NDI source, grab the sender IP and type it in by hand. On a PC, that is IP config in a command prompt. On a Mac, it is sitting in your network settings. Oh, and direct URSA Cine Immersive camera control from inside the Vision Pro is coming in the next version. Comment below if you want on the test fly and want to try it before everybody else. Okay, just to recap, if you shoot immersive on an URSA Cine Immersive or on a Canon dual fisheye lens, you do not have to shoot blind and wait for dailies anymore. The kit is a capture card, a router, plus a headset you probably already own. The software side is completely free with love by Kimchi. If that is useful to you, consider subscribing because the next one is the video where I take camera control inside the Vision Pro headset and run a whole scene without even touching the camera body. We also have live immersive color grading and VFX built in for Adobe Premiere and Adobe After Effects. We all know DaVinci Resolve works now, but not every editor is comfortable switching from DaVinci Resolve or from Adobe to DaVinci Resolve. So we are building support for Adobe as well, at least for the story editor. Those features are all coming. I am not a developer, I am your peer. I know the on-set struggle that no pay app has ever bothered to solve because I live them too every single shoot. So this one is my gift to you, from one DP to another. Use it now, be the hero on set, be the director's best friend, offer a solution no one else can. Now you know the secret, get out there and make some magic. Ciao my friend.